first time, I think maybe in podcast history, I want to start not with the Toronto Blue Jays, but it very much pertains to the Toronto Blue Jays. Uh, there's news about a rival team that is
Oh,
very, very much
you're
important right now.
you're a dickhead.
Yes.
You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead, and I love it.
Garrett Cole is out. There's no way it's only going to be 1 to 2 months. That's a load of
That
shit.
this was the report,
Did
but it's probably
This
gonna be
dude's
longer.
done.
did he get the second opinion?
Not yet. I think he flew there today.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But you don't fly to Neil Elatrash to be told, yeah, you're good, dude. Just ice
One
it.
one
Come
or
back
two
in a couple
months.
months. That's not happening. Like if your second opinion is him, it's like, huh, what surgery are we doing? So there's a strong chance the Yankees, who proudly none of us picked to win the division, so good for us. They're probably going to be without their only pitcher for the entire season at this point.
They've
And
got
they
Stroh, and I think I can see Stroh having a good year, but like behind that, like Rodon's apparently throwing slower than Sixto Sanchez, who was throwing like
Big Show's
89.
humming though.
Okay, well, this is
but
like
it's
after their first
Sixto
start,
who
and
was
Sixto was throwing like 89.
right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sixto was on 89 like 6 months ago.
Sixto threw like 96 or something in his last start.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing.
Hmm.
97, but he had like a 92-mile-an-hour changeup mixed in there, which I think is hilarious. Like, what's the point of that?
I mean, hey, Zach Greinke had the same shit. He was like a 91-mile-an-hour changeup, and his fastball was like 89.
Yeah, that's
Like
yeah.
the fucking
So I don't know, but yeah, obviously that is huge news for pretty much every team in the AL East. Like if you're
yeah.
an Orioles fan, if you're a Rays fan, if you're a Jays fan, like that is probably like I don't want to say good news because it sucks anytime someone goes down for an
Yeah.
extended period of time and like you want to beat the best. But that's going to change probably the whole outlook of the AL East, especially seeing as
AL really like
yeah, especially seeing as Aaron Judge is also hurt right now, and the season hasn't even
He also
started
went
yet.
for an MRI.
Apparently, his came out clean
Man,
though, so that's fine.
yeah,
he's
he's
not going to be able to play center field all year.
I
He's
don't think
not.
so.
no like
He's not. He's too big to play center
which is
field and have that
why
much pounding on his legs and stuff.
He,
He weighs too much. Like, not saying he's fat, but he's just a massive
you're just
human being.
big.
I think the way that they're trying to get around it is like you know how we used to have George in center for a lot of the time, and then like the eighth inning they'll just shift him over to right
Yeah,
and then
you
put
get a
in.
couple innings off.
Yeah, but two
Yeah,
innings isn't going to change.
No,
I'm aware, but that's their logic.
that's their
of it.
thought process. But like he's coming into this hurt. Like he's already got the toe thing that he's already said that he's going to have to deal with for his entire career. Now he's got it's his abs. I heard
I believe it was.
something about his abdominals. I don't know. I heard something along those lines. So now you're missing not only your arguably the best starter in the AL. Can we say that? Probably, right?
No, you can say the best starter in the AL.
Yeah, and arguably the best hitter in the AL. At least the best power hitter for sure, but
You could
one
say
of
he's
the
the
best
second.
hitters in the AL.
You can make the argument he's the second best hitter on his team.
True.
Which
Yeah.
is nuts.
It's not great if you're a Yankees fan. However, we're not.
Yeah.
And it's great news for Jays fans.
I think we should use. I don't know. I don't know how to phrase this. Like, this is a huge loss for them,
Mhm.
and I think they are 100% getting Snell now.
Oh yeah, especially after.
But that still does not make them anywhere near the team they are with Garrett Cole.
No.
Mhm.
I like
Because
Snell.
Garrett Cole is out 1 to 2 months, and then you have Snell, Stroh, and Cole as your top three.
That is a little
I
different.
like that.
Snell is really
But-
the only play, especially after the move that happened yesterday.
We might as well just touch on that too because we're here. Yeah, they were in on Dylan Cease for
months.
Yeah,
It feels just like
but they refused to trade
Spencer. It was Spencer Jones.
Spencer
They're
Jones.
like essentially they're left-handed Aaron Judge. Like he's built
Yeah.
like Aaron Judge. Like it's a lefty of that.
So they refused to trade him, and he ends up going to the San Diego Padres for funny enough was their prospect.
Yeah, for the prospect that they got from the Juan Soto deal. Like,
which is I think that's hilarious in the grand scheme of things. But so yeah, they're out on that. So realistically, the only option left for them is Blake Snell
or prey on their hands.
Monty,
or prey on their hands and knees that Monty would ever want to go back.
No, he
yeah,
won't.
I just can't see that happening.
But yeah,
He won't. But
So
what are the Padres doing while we're talking this? Because I
don't know.
don't get it. This
I don't know.
puts you into third place and
I
maybe a wild card spot.
I think I said this in the chat for you guys, but they're still trying to win.
No, they're not.
They're shit.
But
No,
They're
they're
they,
trying,
not.
the
but
Soto,
They're
all of them
not.
letting go of Soto, Snell, and Hader was shedding payroll. That's literally what it
I
was.
understand that.
they're
Like,
trying to make a winning team for cheap, is what they're
yes,
doing.
and you still have like C still has an RB year after this season. Like,
I
Yeah.
understand.
I think it's
I get
stupid.
it. I
it's not.
get what you're saying, and I said that last night too. Like they're cost effective wise is
Mhm.
why they're doing this, but they're not close.
No, not close enough to do this. It just doesn't really
No,
Like
make sense.
they're they're not even, I don't think, close to the second best team in their division.
no, it's the Arizona Diamondbacks are
No,
ahead
I'm
of
saying
them.
they're not even close.
Yeah.
Like the
Like
Diamondbacks are ahead
they're
of them.
closer to fourth than they are to second.
I think fourth is well within reach, even with the move they made. Like, I
I
think
know.
that's still a battle between the two of them. And I don't think either one of those teams are what the Diamondbacks are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it either. The trade really makes no sense. The trade would have made more sense to the Yankees, and I'm shocked that they somehow got outbid on that one. But here we are. They'll probably sign Cole tomorrow or not Cole, sorry, Snell
No.
tomorrow and
No, yeah.
move on.
Yeah, because every free agent signs a day after we pod.
Yeah, it's kind of what happens. The
so,
Joey
like-
Votto signing happened, I think it seems like minutes after we posted the last podcast,
It feels like
because it now feels like Joey Votto's been a Blue Jay for about a year.
And I think Joey Votto in a Jays uniform is top 5. I don't like how this looks.
No,
Like, not that
I don't
I'm
even
like,
think
oh,
I've seen it yet.
no.
first
Is it
off,
on there, I think?
first off, he's wearing 37.
Yeah, weird. But however,
He's not going to wear 19.
no,
Like,
that's kind of the thing. Is like either way, he was taking a
But-
number that's like
so he
someone that the
said,
fans loved.
yeah. So he said, "Fuck it, I won't take the beloved number of a right fielder who could hit for a
Mhm.
lot of power. I'll take the more recent right fielder who everybody loved that could hit for a lot of power's number."
Yeah, it's super. Seeing him in 37 is weirder to me than seeing him in a Jays uniform.
Because like
Somebody has to have 19 in camp already, right?
well, Jose Bautista, they're not going to give it
No,
up.
but someone's used it since. I can't remember who it was,
Yeah.
but there was some absolute no name that had it in
I'm like,
2019
I don't think he's gonna get it
or
retired.
2017.
I don't know. I don't. If Joey Votto makes it to the majors, he's wearing number 19.
Yeah.
Like,
Is
it's
he,
not, that's
though?
not. Yeah, he is.
Like you'd probably be wearing it now.
Oh. Clayton Richard wore 19?
That wasn't the last one, I don't think, but
Yeah, oh wow, actually. Yeah, this is everybody that's one number. Jesus, baseball almanac. I gotta fucking scroll. Here we are. It's even worse. I lied.
Mhm.
Clayton Richard wore 2. Alan Hansen in 2019.
was that it? I swear
Word.
there was another one, but yeah, not either way. I'd rather see Joey Votto wear it.
Then Alan Hansen, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a weird one. I don't know. What do you guys think about the move itself, though?
I mean, it's cool. Like if it works out, it's a great story, but like it's a $2 million deal and he's probably starting in the minors.
I
He
think
said he's
definitely
open to
starting.
starting in the minors.
Which makes sense. Like
I think I heard he's supposed to play tomorrow in one of
Yeah.
the 2 games.
I heard Sunday, but
I
Is it
think
Sunday?
he's
what
playing
I
in
heard.
like another like minor league squad game, and then if he's good, he'll then play Sunday in like
That's-
grapefruit.
around what I heard too.
Yeah.
I just like it's between him and Vogelbach, and who would you rather have?
Out of camp, Vogelback right now,
Yeah.
because I think he's a little more in game shape.
Yes.
But vibes,
When
Joey
it comes
Votto.
down to it, Joey Votto.
Yeah.
Joey
not
Votto
really
had a
that
better
comparable.
year last year in less games,
hmm
like counting stat wise, than Daniel Vogelbach.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure he beat him in the non-counting stats too, right? Like all the rate stats. I'm pretty sure he had him in
I don't know.
OPS. He didn't have him in
Uh,
average. Average, you suck.
Yeah, but he still had like a high or a mid sevens OPS, I believe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Votto had a 747 last year OPS. So
Wasn't his slugging something like?
But like he had
Stupid.
14 or 16 bombs, and Vogelbach had 2 less in like almost
13,
100
yeah.
more
yeah.
plate appearances.
Votto had 14 and 208 at bats. He had a 433 slug. So
It's pretty good. I mean, he's also Joey Votto, and that's a
Yes.
big thing that you kind of take for granted is the fact that he's like obviously he hasn't played a ton of playoff games because he played in Cincinnati, but he's been there, done that, seen pretty much everything. He's gonna be a guy. He's one of the most professional hitters we've seen in a long time. He's a guy that can just talk your ear off if you're on his team. Like, I think Kevin Biggio should be talking to him daily. Like
I'm
their
not.
approach
No,
is so
no,
similar, man.
I don't care. Put
Why? Give me a
Vladimir
good
Guerrero
reason.
Jr. in his group, and he's
Yeah,
the only
okay,
one.
Yes,
fine. Him too.
yes.
I'm not
No,
saying
I don't.
just
I don't
Cavan, but
care.
Cavan
I
needs to be
don't
in
care.
his ear.
But Cav doesn't matter
I don't think
in the
Vlad needs
grand
more
scheme of
people to
things.
talk to,
Hey,
honestly.
No,
I
but
honestly
that
no, I think you're
Nate,
wrong here. I think
Nate,
having
no,
more
I
people
think
talk to Vlad is a bad idea.
Nate, you will show
Yeah.
some respect to the
I'm
only Hall of Famer on this Blue Jays team.
He is in the
Joey
Hall of
Votto.
Fame. No.
Kevin Biggio's in the Hall of
Kevin
Fame.
Biggio is currently in the Hall of
Hall
Fame.
of Fame.
His gloves are in the
His
Hall of
gloves
Fame.
and shoes are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. No, I don't like the idea of more people talking to Vlad personally.
It doesn't have to be more. It has to be the right people. It doesn't
Sure,
mean
but it's just
everyone on the team
having
has to
him too
talk
is
to
just
him.
going to be more. But I don't think it also just has to be Vlad. I think he can talk to pretty much anyone. But I think
No,
given the
it,
way Votto has succeeded at his role, I think Cavan would work wonders with him right now.
Yes, because they're both guys who you can guarantee their OBP will be 85 points higher than their average at minimum. Like,
I agree. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is I want him to talk approach with Vlad
Sure.
and talk about the pitch decision, like pitch recognition and swing decisions and launch angle, him and Turner, because both of them made huge changes like late in their career.
Right.
That's the other thing I was going to say. Do you guys remember the last time we saw Joey Votto healthy?
wasn't that the 36 bomb year?
Yeah, 2021.
Like,
He missed half of 22 and half of 23 with, I forget what he had. He had some like big surgery. And he missed basically a full year worth of games.
To be hurt last year and still hit 14 is pretty crazy at 39 years old. Like, on the surface, if you look at the 206 or 204 average or whatever it was last year, doesn't look great if you're Joey Votto.
No.
But when you go deeper into it and you take in the injuries and the lack of playing time and everything, and still the fact that he hit 14 homers, like, you're going to find a spot for that if he can get healthy and look like he's going to contribute in the majors again. I think he's going to have a month of time to show the Jays that, hey, I can still do this.
And the league, like something.
Unless Daniel Vogelbach's coming out and hits 10 homers in April, I just don't see a way that Joey doesn't overtake him at some point.
Yeah.
I did see an interesting point on this though. They're basically the same contracts, both minor league, $2 million guaranteed if they make the roster. And I can't remember who was talking about it, whether it was At the Letters or FT, because they both talked about it. The way that contract normally works, once you make the major league roster, that's your salary. It doesn't matter. It's not prorated based on the amount of time. So it's an interesting way to look at it. You take Vogelbach on, you're paying him that $2 million. That could be a reliever prorated at the deadline.
Yeah.
Salary wise, depending on how tight they are with this budget, you never know. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think 2 mil is gonna sink you enough.
It shouldn't make or break
No.
the Rogers. Like,
no.
No.
I don't think you're looking at Eduardo Escobar also being added, which is another one.
He's
It
been
would be the same situation.
He's got relegated to like coming. He's the guys that come in now.
Yeah.
Mid game.
Yeah.
Also, there's another guy that does that now, and I'm kind of nervous. Davis Schneider. He's now in that group.
he started today.
Did he?
But, like,
I didn't see the lineup.
But
today,
if you see the
Who
lineup,
was the starters
26
there?
man,
Espinal
26
was,
man competition.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Espinal was like the one major leaguer. Like,
I think Davis has earned a spot. I don't know if Davis has earned the starter spot currently.
I saw
no.
something earlier this week. I don't remember when exactly I saw it, but game started by position. I think he leads at second base, or he led at second base, and IKF led at third.
Yeah, but Cav was also out for
Yeah.
He started pretty much every game since.
I know Nate hates when I'm going to say this. Kevin Biggio's earned the starter spot already.
He looks fantastic. I think they're gonna platoon it, but
they're gonna platoon it. I've said that all along.
They're gonna platoon it,
I've
but
said
he's
all
the
along
starter.
that Kevin
He's the
deserves
starter
that
against
spot
righties.
with Schneider.
Like,
he's looked really like he's hit lefties in spring training right now. Like he's putting a bat on everything.
yeah,
and he's hitting balls hard.
Brant, I'm
Correct me if I'm wrong.
making my
Sorry,
walk
Connor.
tweets.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he not do this last year or the year before, though?
in
in spring
spring.
training.
Yeah. I think he had a really good spring
I
one
could
of the
take a
past couple
look, but
years.
I don't really remember. I don't.
I could be wrong. I don't know why that was sticking in my head, but
It might have been 2 years ago. You might be right. I don't think he was very good last year.
year.
I don't really know how to look up spring training
Yeah,
stats.
spring training ones are always weird.
It's hard to
for-
find.
I don't think you
Like,
can. It's not a huge deal.
That's not. But
yeah,
either way, I think the one narrative that's kind of funny is when people are like talking about spring training stats and like, why are you so excited? It's spring training. I'm like, well, what the fuck else am I supposed to be excited
Because
about? Like,
but-
nothing's going
There's
on.
nothing else to talk about.
No.
the thing is, if like the numbers can kind of lie a little bit, but
Yeah.
if the process is good and then you look at the numbers and it's like, oh, these are good numbers,
Yes.
you can get excited.
Like, I think there's a reason to be excited about what Ernie Clement is doing right now.
Yes,
I think if you
Yes.
couple his like 890 OPS last year with what he's doing in the spring,
and what he did in Buffalo last year, like
that's huge. I think there's some legitimate reason to be positive about what Ernie Clement is bringing right now. That's insane.
Yes.
I think he's earned a chance to do that.
and the
What-
Blue Jays have their RBI merchant again in Justin
Yeah.
Turner. It's beautiful.
Right.
Like,
What would be your opening day roster today?
I don't think mine changes from the last time I did it.
yeah, I
Did
think
you have Clement?
Yeah.
we did have Clement.
I had
think
Clement.
I think our what was it, 4-man bench we said was the 4 or 5-man bench. I think it's 4.
I can't remember.
It's
But I
got to be
think-
4.
I think the 4 was
13 and 13.
the 4 was Schneider, the other catcher. I think it was Vogelbach and Clement for me.
Yeah. I think
I don't think I had Vogie.
I had
think of it.
Vogie and Escobar.
I
But
definitely didn't have Escobar. I know
Clement
that.
definitely has a spot.
I think Clement's earned it.
Clement
Um,
has earned it.
Another thing in spring training that like I think you can get legitimately excited about is the fact that Mitch White's out here throwing 98. Like that's something we haven't seen. Like obviously there are strides in Mitch White's game.
Mitch White looked good though. I haven't watched much recently.
He looked good the last few outings. I know he didn't look hot in his first one, but he had actually last game he went 2, and I don't think he gave up a hit, and I think he had 2 or 3 Ks the last time I saw him. That was 2 days ago, I think.
Yeah.
But even still, that's pretty good having that. Like that's a stride. You're like, you know what? That's something you can be excited about because Mitch White
Yeah.
wasn't throwing 98 ever. So the fact
I
that he's
think
doing
that's the
that is
difference.
it's a big stride.
If he's just going 2 now, I think
Mhm.
that's your long man. Because most of the other guys are up to like 4, aren't they?
And I think Bowden Francis is going to have to start the season as your 5 starter.
I mean,
I don't think Manoah's going to have the time to
Did
get
you
back.
see his line today?
He gave up like 1 hit, I think it was.
Bowden Francis went 6 innings, 4 hits, no walks, 2 Ks, no earned runs.
The 2 Ks is weird to me.
Yeah.
But
6 innings
His-
good
his velo was a little down.
How many
because of
pitches?
6 innings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was averaging 93.
Yeah.
So
I
That
mean,
plays.
he's a
plays.
5 starter. He's your
yeah,
5
it
starter.
plays
It
as a
doesn't
5
matter.
starter. Like
I think he's
Yeah.
earned that
And-
too. That's another one where you could say what he's done in spring, I think, has earned him that look.
he's earned at least being on the team opening day.
Aren't they
If-
saying the rest of his shit looks nasty too?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
he had a new pitch, didn't he? Was
Splitter.
it
He
added
out
a
of the
splitter.
split? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's also
Every-
really weird.
a lot of people are just adding splits in Blue Jays camp.
I feel like
Like-
it's not hard to tip it the way he does because when he sets the ball up, he puts it in the splitter grip. Because something about trying to bury it in your finger so that it's deep enough to throw it. But like, I feel like if you're a pitcher and you bury it in that splitter grip and then you have to move the ball, you're kind of going to know it's not a splitter coming, right? Like it could be anything else, but like you can eliminate the splitter at that point. And if he doesn't move his hand, you're like, well, I know it's coming. And the splitter's a good pitch, but it's not as hard to hit if you know it's coming.
Yeah,
So it's weird. I can see that being an issue at some point, but
yeah, but he has like a
We'll
really
see.
good. His curveball is amazing.
Yeah,
Like
his whole
it's-
pitch.
There's
mix is-
ways to do it though. You can just move your hand around and move the ball in your hand or something, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
you can't see in his glove.
Yeah, it's possible. I find that tough. I think it's an easy way to start tipping. but-
Also, shout out a guy who not make the team at all, but
Hmm.
Brian Servin homered again today, so good for
Did
him.
he actually?
Yeah,
Is he up to like 4? That's
Dude.
crazy, man.
dude, this is a completely off topic. Oh no, Cruz is up to 5 home runs in spring.
Yeah. Henry Davis has 4 too.
The Pirates are just like
They're-
yoking the ball.
They have a couple guys that are doing a job, but they're not good.
I have a question on second base or
Mhm.
third base.
our
Okay.
second or third.
Yeah. Do you think Clement has played well enough to start opening day?
If he can play third, yes.
If he
I
can-
honestly, yeah. If he
Yes.
defensively can play third, then
I
I'm
think he
in.
can. Didn't he last year?
I don't remember.
I don't
I think he did.
see old Google machine. But I know
The
they
way he's
love,
hitting, there's no reason not to.
I know they love IKF over there. Like
Yeah.
Hasn't IKF looked like solid too
he's
with the
looked
bat?
pretty good. Like it's also just is
Plus,
weird.
he's not giving you Matt Chapman level defense, but he's an above average defender.
Yeah,
in the
he
infield.
won a Gold
Like,
Glove over there. So like,
was it at 3?
yeah, it was at 3.
Okay. Okay.
So, where is it?
It's possible. I I just think you play your hottest hand out the gate.
That's what we talked about last year, right? Coming into the
Mhm.
year, we were talking about Espinal, Biggio, and Witt,
Mhm.
and that's what we said. Like, you got to play the hot hand. I think that's what you got to do this year. Somebody's got to earn it.
Earn.
Shut up.
No,
So Ernie Clement only played third base twice last year,
so he's done it.
and it was in the Colorado series. So
Okay, but he had 13 games there in Cleveland.
yeah,
He
he's
had
done it.
30
but
games in 2022. And then 3 games here.
yeah,
But
he's done it. So
I think
he has the ability.
there's also a world where this Votto signing works out to be like a best case scenario, and Justin Turner is going to be forced to
To play
play
third.
yeah,
like 3 times a week. I
Yeah.
don't think that's going to kill you. 3 or 4
No, I
times
think
a
you
week.
can live with that.
I don't think
Ross-
it's going to kill him.
especially if he's driving in runs like he has been. In
Yeah,
spring.
Exactly.
Ross did
Like-
say they still plan on using him as the everyday DH.
which makes sense.
But if Joey Votto looks like 80% of what Joey Votto has been, I think you say fuck it and you move Turner over to third and you live with it. Like it's
yeah,
He can
it's
also
going to
play
be what it's
2.
going to be.
If
Or
if,
you move Ladd to third.
if you prefer him at 2 as well, though, like he's played
Yeah.
2 a bunch in his career.
Mhm.
Yeah, if
A
the
lot when
second
he
base
was
platoon isn't
younger,
working.
but like I I think if this works out and we see him 3 to 4 days a week in the
Mhm.
field, I don't hate it. Like
No.
get another bat in the lineup, and it's another lefty bat who he's Justin Turner from the left side, basically.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
works such a professional at bat.
Your defense is going to take a hit, obviously, but I don't think you're going to put an elite defensive infield out there right now with any of the combinations you have. Like maybe
Biggio and
IKF.
IKF.
Yeah,
Ernie's pretty good, isn't he?
he's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
He bobbled the ball the other day, but generally he's a pretty good shortstop. I think he's a solid backup. Just
it's
coming back.
It's gonna be so great when Santiago Espinal's on this opening day roster.
We're gonna do all this, and you're absolutely right because they're just gonna
He's
keep
not.
taking him.
There is no
week.
chance.
It's
There's
a
no
weekly
chance.
thing. That
He's
There's no
also
chance.
coming in with the backups though, so I don't know. Just coming back real quick to Ernie, they don't see him playing third, and I think they've already made that clear. He hasn't played an inning there in spring.
Mhm.
And if they
don't
had that
see,
thought
like,
process, then he'd be playing there right now.
They also don't
Who
see.
has played third?
I think it's literally just been IKF and
Eduardo?
Damiano Palmigiani, Eduardo Escobar. Like
Yeah, that's it. I don't even think Cav has anything there yet, right?
So
No,
IKF's the
Cavs-
starting third baseman.
Cav's strictly been second. Fuck
Yeah.
you, John Boy. I hate that you're right. Like
What do you think? I mean, we have 2 weeks left, right? Am I wrong?
I
weeks?
believe. Yeah.
Hey, games
These-
start next week.
The
Korea series.
Korea series.
That's
That's
right.
not regular season though, is it?
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. But the rest of the league has 2 weeks left of spring training games.
Yeah.
I think this is the time where you could see them start testing guys out there and be like, well, we need to try and hammer this out.
I
Let's
think
see.
you got to give Turner a couple looks here
Yeah,
before the end of
that's
spring.
kind of what I'm like. There's now a chance where Justin Turner is going to have to play third base, and you don't
Yeah.
want to be experimenting with that come game 1 of the regular
Or
season
If
when they
Ernie
matter.
keeps hitting and you want that bat in the lineup, put him over there, see what he can do.
Seriously.
That's what I mean. I think now is the time where you try and throw guys like Ernie, guys like Turner,
Guys like Cav.
guys like Cav, because there may be a spot where you have to
games
move Cav to
don't
third.
matter.
Exactly. Like you can do that now because if you lose, who cares? Doesn't mean
Yeah.
shit. I think I don't know if they're going to, but I think now is the time where you start doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's ways you do it too, right? Like you look at who's on the mound. You got a ground ball guy. You put out your better defense.
Yeah.
Fly ball guy. You set them up against pitchers
Yeah,
they're gonna
you
have
don't.
success against too, right? Like guys have different styles. Guys
Yeah.
hit different pitchers and different pitching styles. Well,
Mhm,
You face
this lineup, the way they've constructed it, I don't love it. I wish we had another bat.
mhm,
But the amount of guys who can actually
mhm.
contribute
You
in
can plug and
different
play.
ways, you can plug and play and mash up really well, I think.
and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. You're not gonna win a World Series because Kevin Biggio and Ernie Clement are fucking hitting in the bottom of your order.
No.
You're gonna win a World Series if George Springer is George Springer, Boba Shett is Boba Shett, and Vlad is Vlad.
Yep.
Like
That's going to be the difference maker in this. So with the bottom, you're just playing whoever's hot and whoever's going to turn the lineup over for those guys.
yeah.
That's their role.
I will
Ooh.
say,
Go ahead,
okay,
Nate.
you go. I'm switching topics.
Okay. I have a question that was brought up on Twitter a couple times. Do you think it's more advantageous if Kevin Kiermaier hits like 7 and Cav is the one hitting 9?
No,
I think it's the same idea, honestly. They're both kind
Kevin's
of
got more speed. I like speed in the 9 hole, especially because
slight,
George is
though.
hitting leadoff.
What is the difference in their sprint speed?
I feel like
I can't imagine it's that big of a difference.
I'm mainly just saying that because OBP. Like
Yeah.
jokingly, but like
No, but it makes sense, right? Like having the second leadoff man. I think it's more advantageous to have one of them at 1, like
I
at the
think it's
leadoff spot,
great to
and the
have
other one at
Kiermaier
9.
1.
Yeah.
No, you're not going 1 and 9.
Having back-to-back guys like that.
They're not because they want to split the lefties though.
Yeah.
So Cav
I'd
is
argue again. I haven't watched many games,
Mhm.
but the way you guys are talking about the way Cav's hitting, I'd argue you'd almost rather
5 or
have
6.
him hitting 5 or 6 to split up the lefties.
but then also
He also sees a ton of pitches, which is
but
huge.
then also Dalton Varsho's been hitting the fucking shit out of the ball, so he's probably
That's
gonna be
true.
a 5 hitter.
That's true.
Like so
But you can move it. Like I don't
yes.
think this is going to be I don't think this is going to be a like standard lineup to start the year.
No.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty fluid, and that's the way I think Schneider should roll it. Like your guys are hitting in their spots, and then after that,
I have these sprint speeds.
You have both? Okay.
Kevin Kiermaier is 87th percentile and Cav is 76th. So
negligible, arguably. I mean, what's the actual?
Damn it.
I know Kevin's is 28.8. Do you have Cavs?
Cavs is 28.3.
That's really not that big a difference.
So it is really negligible.
Yeah.
breaking news from Boob.
Hmm?
Garrett Cole has been informed by Dr. Neil Alcatraz that he should be able to return to the Yankees rotation 10 to 12 weeks from now.
So 2.5 to 3 months. You're getting Garrett Cole back at the All-Star break is essentially what like.
Well, June.
It's better than the whole year.
It is better than getting him back next year.
Well, and now they can play the.
Also,
what a trade deadline acquisition.
Yeah, that, and if you add Snell now, and you enter the middle of June, beginning of July with Snell, Cole, Stroman, and you've now pushed Rodon to 4 or 5.
As
That's
much
not
as
bad.
I would hate this,
Mhm.
it is really bad for baseball if the Yankees don't get Snell. If they aren't willing to open up the pocketbooks the way the Yankees do,
Sure.
and the Red Sox are crying poor,
Right.
like
both
that is
both
that
the
is
former
bad.
big dog teams.
And Blake Snell goes to like the Angels. Like
I don't think that's the thing. I think it's just the fact that both teams really could use one of these starters at least.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Sox could use both, and they're not willing to spend.
Yeah.
I think the Yankees still could, and like I said, I think Snell's going there. But if they don't do it, I think it's bad for baseball. Like the teams aren't willing to spend.
Yeah.
But
better news, the biggest part of this whole thing, we play the Yankees 6 times in April.
Yeah, that's, and then we don't play them again until like September. I don't.
Yeah. So,
like,
regardless of how many months it is, we're avoiding Garrett Cole in the first 6 games of the season, which is
beautiful.
Huge. Now that doesn't mean shit. We could get carved apart by Rodon, and
I mean, yeah, we're saying this
whoever
like
else they
we
pop
didn't
in
go,
there, but
didn't we go like 0-7 against the Red Sox to start the year last year?
Yeah, anything can happen. We no idea, but not running into Garrett Cole way nicer than.
That's another thing. If the Jays are just average against the AL East and are good, like and as good as they were last year against everybody else,
We
it's
were
a 100
like
win team.
21 and 30 something last year.
I think they were bottom 3 in the league against
Yeah.
their own division, but they were the best team in the league outside of their division.
The best team in
Crazy.
interleague play. I know that. I heard that on Talking Baseball today.
I will say, as much as we talked about the Jays' infield problems,
Mhm.
I think there's a team that should be a lot better than the Jays
Mhm.
that is in a way worse situation in the infield with what they're doing.
Talking about the Orioles?
No, I'm talking about Mookie Betts being the starting shortstop
We're just
for the LA Dodgers.
I appreciate that we're just moving everywhere today. I love it.
What I think it
Yeah.
kind of fits
It
with the
fits.
topic we
No,
were
but see,
talking
it
about.
fits. We're
Yeah.
not see it fits.
This makes no sense.
No.
No, they're
Why are you
Mookie was
fucking with
barely a
your,
second baseman.
you were
He played-
fucking with your best player.
at least Mookie played second base like coming up in the minors, so it was
I
kind
think
of
he played short a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah, he said he hasn't played short since he was 18.
Okay, never mind.
So like this
This
is
might have
also
been his like he could have just straight up told Roberts like, "Hey, I can do it."
no.
Just
This
let
is
me try.
This is just to say, Gavin Lux, what the fuck?
You're right. I think this is because this guy has no idea how to play
I
short. But
don't know what's going on. But like
And
they obviously, if Lux isn't ready, send him down.
dude, there's
It's not, you have arguably the best lineup in baseball,
Mhm.
and you have an above average defensive shortstop
Mhm.
who's going to start opening day on your bench with this construction of your lineup.
just Miguel Rojas. Yeah,
Miggy Rojas is a
just play
great
Miggy
defender.
Rowe. Like
You have no holes in your lineup. Like what? I don't get it. They have
Yeah.
no holes.
they don't. It's ridiculous.
Hit Miggy Rowe 9 and it does not hurt you at all.
Like I just thought
It's
about their outfield is so dumb. It's like Chris Taylor, Teoscar Hernandez, and James Outman, and then Muncy, Mookie, whoever, Gavin Lux, and Freddie Freeman and Wilson.
defensively, this team's
They
not
also
great.
they also have Jason Hayward.
And they also
Yeah.
have Jason Hayward. Like
It's not like Gavin Lux is tearing the cover off the ball in spring right now. He's got
that's the one thing that's gonna hurt the Dodgers is their infield defense, because Muncy is not a good third baseman. Like
he's got a 343.
Freeman's above average at first. Okay?
yeah, Freeman's the only one like saving that right now, because I don't know what Mookie is at shortstop.
I think
like-
Mookie's above average at second.
He's above average at second, but he's gonna be playing shortstop.
That's
I
a
know.
whole different game.
Like Gavin Lux has the goddamn yips.
Gavin
Like,
Lux has a 343 on base. He's got a 624 OPS. You know how hard it is to have an under 700 when your on base percentage is 343? He's got a 281 slug right now in spring training. Like, obviously, it's not as meaningful, but like, it's not great. I can see why you're trying to find other options here.
but all this to say, you didn't see this as a potential problem and attempt to fix it?
Well, it's not like they spent a ton of money in the offseason, did they?
No, it's $1 billion, you know.
I don't think I don't know.
They fixed their rotation because I think they thought that was the problem.
I mean,
And it was,
it didn't
but
help.
like you have an elite lineup. Just play Miggy Rowe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let Lux hang out in the minors for a bit and try and sort it all out. You can afford to do that. You're going to win 100 and something games either way.
You're gonna win that division. You're
He
gonna
still
walk.
has to have options too, right?
Oh, he must, because I don't think he actually has ever been sent down since he came up. Like,
I don't. How do I find that out?
I think if
Couldn't tell you.
Hold on, I can.
Is it Fangraphs that has that? Because
I believe
Baseball
so.
Reference doesn't have it.
I can just. I'll pull it up for you.
Is there any other Blue Jay stuff we haven't touched on yet here?
Gavin Lux still has 2 options. So
Okay, so then that makes sense.
any Blue Jays things. I mean, the Hazel. They announced Hazel announced those their first couple player sit down things that they do pre games.
Mhm.
Vladdy's the first one, and he's he's apparently open to. He's like, please bring back the jacket. He's just openly pleading to bring back the jacket,
That's funny.
and he's like, I'll do it by myself. I just want to do it. Like,
Want to be that guy.
and then they have George
If
Springer.
he likes it and he is your best player, like why not?
like, just bring
If
it
it's
back.
going to help him hit 40 homers, sure, Bring it back.
The jacket like was never the problem.
No,
like
clearly, clearly.
Yeah, he said it's personal. If the team wants to join in, great, but he wants to have fun with it. He'll also take part in any other dugout celebrations they do.
That's funny.
Yeah, because are we gonna bring back the are we gonna bring back that shit?
Just have fun. It's not hard.
Goss is supposed to be ready for
opening day,
right?
That was a big one. Yeah, that he said that this is
He
from the
says
horse's mouth.
he says he'll be ready opening day.
Like,
it's very different than he will be ready opening day.
I mean, but we're not in the position of where if he doesn't start the first 4 games, we're in deep shit.
No,
like,
it's not a huge difference, but I also don't want to rush Kevin Gausman to pitch opening day.
No.
If it
he's
means
not
he's not
starting
going to be
opening day.
pitching
He's
in
not starting
September.
opening day.
No.
That'll
be
I think it'll be Jose Barrios.
It's gonna be Barrios.
I really don't want to see that again.
Plenty of people saying.
Oh, you just have flashbacks of Brad Miller.
It cursed the shit.
Taking him deep.
This is the worst year he's ever had when he's starting opening day. I don't want it.
Yeah, is opening day starter just a curse for this team?
Yes. Absolute fucking start Bowden Francis opening day.
Fucking Bowden Francis, get out there.
Yes. Start Chad Dallas opening day. I don't care. Start Mitch White opening day.
No.
Start Trevor Richards as an opener on opening day, please.
It's a curse, man. Nate, you got to admit that shit. The last 2 years, it's a curse.
Wes Parsons.
Yeah.
That's Bring
up my boy Wes.
P.
Give Wes reverse last season. Give Wes Parsons the first start of the year and let him be cursed the rest of the year.
And release him.
And then release him.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Release him.
DFA him day 2.
No, release him after the 3rd inning when you pull him.
Be like handshake, just get bring him the dugout.
Just take his jersey off of him. Like, thanks, man. We're actually gonna need this back. Anything else we got here?
Brant, your favorite games are back.
Oh, what's that?
It's not like it's sarcastically your favorite.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Crapple
TV. So they've announced everything through June and both of our games in May. So May 3rd against my favorite team, the Washington Nationals, and the Tampa Bay Rays on May 17th. So
I'll try and go and take pictures of whoever that fucking guy.
That's in Washington. CJ. That's in Washington. Oh. So
I'll try and go and take pictures of CJ for you.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Great.
See if I can get to Washington.
May 3rd. That's home. We can just go. We don't. There's
May
no
3rd is not a home game.
No, fuck. It's
May 17th,
we can still just go.
17th is a home game.
We can just go.
Also, the
deal with this.
You guys know that that spring training prospect breakout games that they're doing?
I have no idea what that is.
It's essentially just prospect games.
Okay.
And the Jays announced their roster the day after we recorded. So
I saw that and I'd never even heard of it. I had no idea what that thing is.
Yeah, it's essentially just I think it happened today. The Orioles prospects played the Pirates top prospects today. So
isn't that just week 1 and 2 of spring training?
For a whole game.
Kinda?
It's literally just team your organization, Arizona Fall League. That's basically what it is.
So it's televised minor league spring training.
Yes, but you know what they also have in those games? They have the umpire challenge, the balls and strike challenge in those games that happened today.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the obvious suspects for the Blue Jays are there. Brandon
-1.
-1. Really, which is Ricky. Ricky's not there. But you got Barriera, Connor Cook, Zulueta, Adam Macko, and then the infielders you got Barger, Horowitz, Leo Jimenez, Josh Kasevich, Arjun Namala, which is I'm interested in. Damiano Palmajani, Tucker Toman.
Is this televised? Sorry.
I believe it is. So it's March 6th. It's Saturday against the Yankees.
I have something on that there. There's a name you didn't say.
Is it Brian Servin?
No, in the infielders, that is a top prospect.
Tucker Toman?
Is it Damiano Palmajani?
No, he said both of those.
Tucker,
there's a name you didn't say that is still in big league camp. And we didn't talk about it in the infield shuffle at all.
Don't say it. Is it?
Is it Josh Martinez?
Wait, he's still. Oh shit! He is not on this roster.
I think that's interesting.
It
Wait,
isn't.
hold up.
Are they still?
I don't know. He seems like he's gotten a good look.
Hold
I
up,
don't
as I
know if
knew they
he's-
put out something. Hold up, regarding him on like the Jays the Twitter account.
Is he hurt?
No, he's not hurt. They optioned him to AAA a couple days ago.
Oh, they did? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't see
with
that.
But he's just
larger.
not in this breakout game thing.
No,
I thought he was still in big league camp. That's why I thought it was
it's
interesting.
weird,
Never
like
mind.
because
Never mind.
he can be. It says he's optioned to AAA, but then like they make the different distinction for like Stuart Baroa, who's in he got assigned to minor league camp. So it's like, what's the difference? Like,
40 man, not 40 man.
I guess fair. So
That makes sense.
but still, like, so yeah,
Huh.
I think that's all we got on the Jays.
Yeah. Did you guys see Shohei Otani's quote unquote normal Japanese girlfriend?
Wife.
Or sorry, wife.
His
My bad.
normal his
Pardon
everyday
me.
Japanese wife. You
Just
know,
normal, normal,
normal professional basketball player, Japanese wife. Like,
Like that's what we're considering normal. What the fuck? That's crazy. Good for him, I guess.
I'm
That's wild. I just the whole situation was hilarious, start to finish. But just to call your professional basketball playing wife just a normal woman, fuck off.
I mean,
the fact that this is news is crazy.
Yeah,
because it's Shohei Ohtani. Like,
No, that's what I mean. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's got that it factor.
God, the Dodgers are they fucking better.
I want to touch back on this quick.
Mhm.
That Dylan Cease trade, because I told
Yes.
Connor that him and I needed to make a bet
And I already
on the
have,
air tonight.
I have something. I have a bet. I have like what I will do if what your side comes true, but I don't know what you would have to do.
Okay.
So what is? Please explain to people what the bet was.
We're gonna make a bet that the White Sox finished in last place in Major League Baseball.
Not in the division in Major League Baseball.
So what's your side? Keep it. I do want to say they are plus 300.
To finish last in.
Yeah. So like,
What are the A's?
That is a better question.
plus like 150 or 120.
Okay. Yeah. Jesus.
They're third behind the Rockies. So I'm just saying it's not even money here, Connor.
Okay. My mother will hate me for this, and I know she's gonna listen to this. So if the White Sox finish in last place, I will shave the word "Sox suck" into my head.
Okay.
So
Interesting. I honestly didn't think about this at all. I was assuming you were going to give me something. So
I honestly couldn't figure out like anything for you to do, but like,
how long do you have to keep it for?
Until it grows back. You're gonna get a haircut that much.
I gotta keep it for a couple podcasts. I think
Yeah.
I gotta do it. I gotta like. So.
All right. Well, I was expecting you to have something for me, so I really don't have anything off the top of my head here.
I feel like you gotta do something White Sox related with like you.
Okay.
You
What?
No, I think you gotta go buy season tickets to the A's next year
No.
and attend at least 10 games.
No. That's lunacy. They don't even have a ballpark, bro.
You gotta,
like,
yeah,
what are
you're
we
gonna,
talking
you're
about?
gonna be traveling to Sacramento to watch this fucking.
I think you need to
I'm probably
go
gonna be
to
traveling
Oakland and catch the possum that's living in the Oko right now.
No. These are wild.
Yeah, it's very wild. Like,
Well, you wanted something.
God damn it, I'm really
I
trying to
was
figure.
something more realistic here.
Have some fun.
I'm really like trying to figure it out. Like, let me just.
We can sit on it for a bit.
Let me just type
Yeah,
in
let's
like.
sit on it. Let's sit on it until the end of the podcast. We'll figure something out by the end here.
Okay. What do we have? Adam Duvall's going back to Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the move. I was kind of just like Ross Atkins. It was $3 million.
I didn't realize Adam Duvall was still a free agent.
Tommy Pham's still a free agent.
Yeah. Adam Duvall's kid is a big fan of Blooper. That's the cutest part of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got on that one. I don't. It doesn't mean much to Atlanta.
I mean,
they're still fucking gross.
I mean, so all this means is Adam Duvall's hitting 40 bombs.
Yeah.
He's not playing.
He's not playing all year.
He's gonna be.
Where's he gonna start?
No,
Oh
fuck.
yeah,
Kelnick's in
yeah,
left.
that makes sense.
Fuck.
I'm like, what do you mean he's not playing? Yeah, that's true.
Jesus.
What does their depth chart look like?
Atlanta, their outfield right now is Kelnick, Harris, Acuna.
He's their
yeah.
fourth outfielder.
He's
They
their
got
fourth
Ozuna as
outfielder.
their DH.
Yeah, then your infield is Riley, Garcia, Albies, and Freeman. Jesus,
Can he play short?
Wilson. Can't-
Do we know this?
I think he
Can we
played corner.
confirm?
Has he tried?
He's played corner infields. So
Can we confirm?
Is there a big
Austin
difference
Mookie
Riley,
Betts
between
has never
corner
played short in the
infield?
major leagues.
Can Austin
You're
Riley
right.
play?
He's
shortstop?
also an outfielder.
They took an outfielder into short. So why can't the Braves try that?
This is what the Braves are gonna do. Anthopoulos is like big braining this. It's like we're gonna move him to short.
Adam Duvall.
Maybe they're doing second and moving Ozzy to short.
Currently on the depth chart is the fourth left fielder, the second center fielder, and not even on right field.
He's the
Who's ahead of
fourth
him in left field?
Left field, they have Ozuna and Arcia, which I don't think that makes sense.
Who's the
Isn't
third?
Arcia the starting shortstop?
Yes. Just
And
ahead of
Ozuna
David
doesn't know.
Fletcher.
Dude, Ozuna doesn't even have a glove anymore in his locker. Let's be real.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No. I didn't realize they had Forrest Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played for them last year and was actually decent, I think.
Huh. I have an autographed Forrest Wall ball behind me. Big pickup. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That move means absolutely nothing to me.
It doesn't. I wanted to segue into something weird, but I don't know how to segue into it, so I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay. We kind of buried some bigger news in terms of league stuff. Noelvi Marte.
Yeah, a guy that I almost picked for NL Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Like,
Wouldn't have been a great pick.
no.
He's suspended 80 games for PED use.
Yeah, it sucks that we couldn't catch this one live, like our last PED suspension was.
Yeah, that was way more fun.
Yeah.
Who's the last one?
Tatis. We had it
you weren't
live
there
on
for it. It hit. Yeah.
As we were about
We
to
were
end
like
the podcast.
finishing.
I'm pretty sure there's been more PED suspensions recently.
I mean,
No big ones.
Yeah.
Has there?
But he is
Is Noelvi Marte that big?
No, I was just kind of thinking that too.
He's one of those Reds like top prospects that'd be like, hey, look at all the infield young depth they have. They got him for Castillo. It was part of the Castillo deal.
But I think that's also why this move really doesn't, or this suspension really doesn't
because
matter.
They still have
because it wasn't even a guarantee that he was going to play.
Jonathan India, Ellie De La Cruz, Matt McClain, Spencer Steele,
Jamer
Candelario.
If I put my tinfoil hat on for a second, like you could say that Jonathan India spiked Noelvi Marte's tests.
I think
so that he can keep his spot on the roster.
I saw a clip. Fucking Jonathan India was playing first base in spring training.
Yeah.
Like
bad.
You could put your tinfoil hat on and say they knew about this a while ago, and that's why they signed Candelario.
Yeah. Either way, sucks. I don't know how I still think they can get away with this stuff.
So
like, I'm sure there is a regimen that keeps you under the radar and you don't see it. But to be the dumbass that fucks that up.
What's the one of three excuses that he's going to use? Is it either
I didn't know,
I take this thing all the time, or
it was prescribed by a doctor? Yeah.
It was ringworm medication.
Yeah.
It's something ignorant every time.
From a bad haircut.
Is it Boldenone? Let's Google what he got popped for.
Boldenone. It's an anabolic steroid.
Yep, that is literally it's a derivative. It's a synthetic derivative of testosterone. So,
where do you think you're getting away with that?
Yeah, buddy. Like you.
Oh well, it is what it is. Congrats on ruining the start of your career.
All right, I'm gonna segue very badly to the subject that I don't want to talk about, but I feel like we need to bring up just because it's disgusting. Someone I wish got suspended for PEDs. Aroldis Chapman. What the fuck? Nate,
Did you see the video?
Did you not see the video?
Just do me a favor and look up Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah, please. All I'm gonna say is
on Twitter.
Yes. All I'm gonna say,
where is he now? Is he in Pittsburgh?
He's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he is in Pittsburgh.
But I think someone put out like a tweet that was like, yo, like two guys having a conversation, like, yo, I saw Aroldis Chapman touching 75, and he's like, oh, elbow injury? No, much worse. find it, Nate?
There's a video of him and a woman on the couch.
I'm not sending it in our group chat because that's like. Nate, did you just watch it?
Yeah, I didn't watch the video. I don't know if I want to.
No, you should.
The first one that comes up, here's an Aroldis Chapman video. Nothing happened, but I figured it'd be a good mix in a video. Good to mix in a video of him doing anything else to protect the innocent souls who search his name.
Turn the volume.
I didn't know. I've never actually listened to it with sound.
Either. It's fucking terrible.
That woman there, Nate.
That's his
Is
mother.
she pregnant?
That's
That's
mother,
his mom.
Nate. That's his mom.
Why is he rubbing her tits?
I don't know.
He's like grabbing a good old handful.
Yep.
Dude, he's squeezing.
What the hell is on this coffee table? I'm not watching anything else.
Fucking.
Are they playing like X's and O's with big balls and crosses, and then
What
like
are you?
he's got like 2
what
bottles
the
of
fuck?
Listerine on there,
Dog.
I
and
didn't
his
have the full
steroids
video,
beside
but
it.
Dog, what?
that's Noel B. Marte's supply. Yeah, I don't know. I
hate
love that. That's what you're taking away.
Because I didn't want to watch that again. I didn't want to keep watching the other stuff.
I hate that.
That's
the first thing I
just-
fucking saw.
What a strange dude.
Like.
Those Mother's Day tweets are gonna hit different.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh man. Do you love your mother? So this Mother's Day, rubber tit.
Oh,
The amount of people that are gonna tweet Happy Mother's Day are all this Chapman.
Yeah. Like, oh man.
That's bad. That's not good.
That's
It's not good.
I think we have one more thing left.
What's
I think we have 2 more things left. So just fucking. There's no good.
I
way to
have something
there's no
that you
good way to
don't have
settle.
written down here.
I think actually I might have one more thing that
I had one too, but I just gapped because I was staring at Aroldis Chapman
Yeah.
fondling his mother.
yeah. Honestly, funny enough, that's kind of why I thought of this one.
Please do tell now what did Aroldis Chapman
Trevor
grab
Bauer.
Oh. No, you can't,
Yeah. That's
you can't
what-
fucking cut me out of this part of the you can't do that. You
No,
can't
I just
do that.
I don't know why. I just saw a criminal and women, and then I just thought of Trevor
Okay,
Bauer.
fair, I guess.
Yeah, so Trevor Bauer pitched for that
He got invited to
Japanese
Dodger spring training.
tryout team.
The Asian breeze or whatever.
Where, yeah, he faced the Dodgers minor league team.
Yeah.
I think the funniest quote out of it was when he said, "I hope this shows people that I can still be one of the best in the game." As if you didn't just face a lineup of minor leaguers, dude, on a league that you had to pay to get on.
And also, you're also the guy that put into the world your live at bats against Marty Mush of Barstool. And
Yeah, you gave up 3 hits to a
Hits to
Barstool
guy.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Like
buddy.
he was getting barrels. Like,
Yeah, stupid. I just
and then like
sorry, I just wanted to bring that up.
no, that's like fair. It's just like I love how everybody's like some people are like, oh, they're colluding against Trevor Bauer. Forget the fact that like what he potentially did or did not do, because obviously it's all blah blah blah. Nobody fucking likes him regardless.
No.
Like
Yeah.
Apparently, a bunch of his ex-teammates have come out and supporting him.
See, I've
I
heard
haven't
that,
seen
but
it,
I
I've
haven't
heard
seen
it.
it anywhere. I know Mookie had a quote on it, but that's all I've ever heard. I've never heard anything else. But I always see people that are defending Bauer go, "Oh, his teammates all support him," and I'm like, where?
didn't the Dodgers like hate him when he was there?
Think so.
I think the Dodgers teammates
I'm
hate
pretty
him
sure they had like a team meeting about him. Like, I don't know.
because he's just so
I think we can accept that he's probably not coming back, right?
yeah.
Like, I don't know why people still try to defend it. Like, you're just screaming into the wind at this point because nobody's listening. I just think it's funny. The whole situation of him trying to come back is just stupid. Got booted from the fucking leagues in Japan, man. They don't want you. What makes you think anyone fucking here is gonna want you?
Fucking Asian breeze.
So stupid.
Go into the breeze, motherfucker. Like, I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Did you have anything else?
Bale got an extension.
Bale
Oh, yeah,
got
we skipped
extension.
right over that, eh?
Yes. Good,
I like
good.
that. Bale's good.
Hoskins, yeah, Bale's good.
Good for him. I don't know what he's gonna look like this year. Like, if he tries to be their ace, I think that could
gonna
be a
suck.
huge downfall for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he
He's got
tries
the
to
stuff.
pitch like a 3, which
Yeah,
is kind of where he should be in their rotation this
Mhm.
year, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he definitely has the stuff to do it. So
I think he's got the stuff. I think Cutter Crawford's got the stuff. I think they're a fun pairing.
Pavetta's like a
Pavetta's
solid back of
yeah.
the rotation guy.
Like, I think they're a more solid rotation than they're getting credit for if everything goes right.
Also,
But that's
Giolito
saying a
got
lot.
the brace procedure done, not Tommy John, so he should be ready for opening day next year.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say this year. I'm like, pardon? That's crazy, too.
yeah. Let's see what else I got.
We also missed Devin Williams is out. I didn't hear this.
Yeah, because he has two. I think it was 2 stress fractures in his back or something. Like,
That's crazy.
so
How?
definitely.
That's fucking
He
brutal.
body slammed someone because he got pissed about something, probably.
That makes sense.
Because he broke his hand punching a wall, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he did miss
Before the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was him celebrating the division win.
Yeah. Apparently he pitched through back soreness in September.
But it returned earlier this spring.
So you're telling me he's had stress fractures in his back since September?
That's not fun.
That's insane, man.
Shut down. He'll be shut down for it's Jesus. And diagnosed pars fractures on both sides of his T12 vertebrae, whatever the fuck that means. I know his T12 is like lower on his back.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's like kind of lower. Like
12 is a big number. That's usually near the
yeah.
end.
Shut down for 6 weeks, rehab for another 6. So and that's even before throwing a baseball.
It's crazy. That's a shame.
Yeah. And then
Brewers
the
are
last thing,
tough, man.
shout out the Marlins, because the Marlins are now saying they're allowing flags, drums, and all musical instruments into Lone Depot Park this year.
That is pretty cool.
that is the only reason to shout out the Marlins.
Yeah. They suck, but they had to do something. And
hey,
I don't know.
I will hope the Marlins are good just because I like Tim Anderson. So
Miami has a really big Latino community.
Dude, those WBC games go
And
fucking
like Latino people watching baseball are way more fun than North American people.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I think you just
dude.
let them come and just have a good time. I think going to
Dude, that's
Marlins
all I
game could
need-
be fun.
That's all I need to know. Go back to the WBC and watch the games that were played in like Miami and
Yeah,
Chinese Taipei. Miami or Chinese Taipei, and then watch one in Arizona.
Not the same.
It's night and day. Like
Way more fun. I think
Like
I think that's cool. I think that they're gonna suck. They're not gonna have a ton of fans, but
bro,
at least the fans get to make some noise. I think that's kind of
make
cool.
it fun. Like
Yeah. Sure. I think everywhere should be like that. Just turn baseball fun.
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
We got anything else?
I think that is it.
Nate, nothing came back to you?
Nope, didn't come back.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, the Blue Jays are to the core.
Oh yeah. That was kind of
That's like
announced,
official now. Like to the core. Is there? Yeah. Is it better than next level?
Yes.
It's better than next
Next level sucked. We never made it to the next level. We just stayed at the same level.
I mean,
the
in
entire
22,
time.
22 technically we made it to the next level because we went from playoffs. We went from no playoffs to playoffs, but like
we did.
Same level.
The team was the same. They lost or they won less games, did they not?
Yeah.
They literally went down and made the playoffs.
Who are we? We're Blue Jays to the core. We care about winning and success. And it's just like,
I don't hate. I mean, all of them are kind of lame. You never get a good hashtag, but to the core is fine. Especially if you. I don't like the way they did it all caps. I think TO should have been caps.
The core, like
But oh well. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Always.
Everything is linked in the description below. We will catch you next week. Cheers.